decided to climb this mountain. I've been wanting to climb for a long time since I got here. It's this big ass mountain. It's literally straight up. Straight up. I mean, it's narrow as hell. I got my camera with me. I'm struggling to get there now. I need a second hit. What's up, everybody? I'm at the top of Mountain's Edge Mountain. Just this small little mountain. I literally ran up it. It's like a 5-minute hike maybe to get up here. And you can see everything. You can see all of Las Vegas here. It's beautiful. I wanted to talk a little bit about myself up here, but it's too windy up here, so I'm gonna enjoy the view, and that's about it. I mean, look at this, guys. This is like a super steep incline. That incline right there, and it got really sharp around there. And this is my decline. I could have went up that way, but it was much faster. I just went through that little gate down there, parked my car over there, and yeah, it's just a beautiful view. I mean, look at that. What's up, everybody? So, episode 3. I want to talk a little bit about how I got to UFC, but I want to start from the beginning. So, I went to Delaware Valley University and I studied sports management and I played baseball there. That was the main reason why I went to Delaware Valley University, and I really had no other point. I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time. So, when I went to Delaware Valley University, when I started as a freshman, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So sports management, I would say, is a great way if you want to just get into sports. Great way to find your passion. After my freshman year, COVID hit, so I think I wanted to do real estate at first, and I tried really hard to get it. I took a pre-license and all that stuff, and it was a lot, but I slowly realized that it wasn't what I was really truly passionate about. So my sophomore year, played a full season of baseball, tore my ACL, didn't realize it, played the full season. I didn't play much, but I practiced on it all the time, and I didn't know I was hurt. And then that summer, I realized I tore my ACL, and then my junior year, I had to take some time off. And that was really where I realized I want to get into creating videos and stuff. So I guess tearing my ACL was a great way of getting into what I want to do now. So my sophomore year, I reached out to Chris Elliott, who was the sports information director. He was like, "Oh yeah, we'll have you on next year." So my junior year, I came on to the sports information team, and I started out as a general worker. First couple games, I just doing like stuff, just like working the games. You know, I was almost like a ball boy, but I would actually list off numbers when they were doing substitutions for soccer. And then I realized that the broadcast needed help, and that was actually what I was most passionate about when I came to Delaware Valley University, because the baseball team barely even had a broadcast. So I really wanted to do that, and I really wanted to elevate that part of promoting athletics. And that was basically what I built my passion off of, was just building athletics, creating stuff for student athletes that delivered like D1 stuff. So I was really passionate about making D3 athletes and giving them D1, I guess, content, you know, making them look great. And that's where I really found my passion, was producing the broadcast, technical directing, camera switching, all that stuff. And we did a lot of fun things with 2-camera broadcast and graphics that were made by me just using an app on my phone. And it carried over into my senior year. So I played baseball my junior year. My senior year, I started playing baseball in the fall, and then I realized, you know what, I need to put all my attention to what I'm most passionate about. So I went full time with working for sports information staff, and I really elevated my game in creating these broadcasts. I created my own social media, which promoted all athletics and at Delaware Valley University. I made memes, I made graphics, game day graphics for every team too. And I kind of just went off of some things that I saw on other Instagrams, just like any MLB fan accounts and stuff like that. That's kind of how I based my social media platform. And it worked. I got 600 followers on my account. And that's actually the account that I still use today, Mrzowski Productions. That's exactly what it was the name when I made that account. And it's still running pretty well. It's now 1,100, I think. Or it's at 1,000 followers now, so it's going pretty well, and I'm very happy to see that it got there. But other than that, I wanted to take that D3 broadcast to a D1 broadcast, and I wanted to bring more students to the games because a lot of the students wouldn't actually come to the games. So I wanted to bring that level of D1 real college atmosphere to Delaware Valley University, small little school in Doylestown, PA. And I even went so far as to being in front of the camera with tailgating with Tony, and like I would go out into the parking lot before games and ask trivia questions to fans, opposing team fans, kids in the parking lot. I would do anything to get kids to the game, get people tailgating before the game so that they would go into the game and have a good time. You know, they would show up, they'd party before the game, and then actually get to enjoy the game. And I think a lot of people enjoyed the trivia, so they decided to come to the game. So I did all those little things to like bring people to the game, make that like atmosphere at Delaware Valley a little bit more of a real college experience. And when I realized I wanted to take that to the next level was kind of when I started looking online for jobs for what I was doing, and video production internship at Reading Royals came up, and I applied, and sure enough I was brought on. Real easy interview, and I had a great time at Reading Royals. Worked there from 2022 to 2023. I worked that on the weekends, and then on the weeks and some weekend days I would work for Delaware Valley. Sometimes I'd even go from Delaware Valley game to Reading, which is like an hour drive, and I would go work the game at night and then come back and be back at like midnight. So that's what I did for my 2022-2023 year. That 12-month span, I immersed myself into being what I wanted to be today. And I think without that experience, without everything I did, I wouldn't be here today without that. So I owe a lot of credit to what I was given at Delaware Valley University, the freedom of being able to do what I want to do, and the crew there at Delaware Valley University. There's a couple. I know Antonio Johnson. He's now an assistant athletic director at the Navy now, and even Reading Royals doing a great job with their creative department. So everything was really good, and everything kind of flourished in that year. And early on, in the 2023 year, so the spring semester, I got the interview with NFL Films, and I had a really great interview, and I think a lot of it just came into me promoting myself, making myself look good, and saying how much I actually did: motion graphics, video editing, technical directing all games, working 40 hours a week, putting in that full time that the NFL Films wanted. They wanted somebody to be a full-time intern, and I think I excelled their expectations in the interview process to get that internship. So getting that internship was just another step in the right direction, and it kind of fell in my hands. And that summer I worked for NFL Films as an archival, video editing, and research intern. So it was a crazy year that I had, and it all came from just, working almost 50 hours a week nonstop, being at the Reading Royals Arena, being at Delaware Valley, working in these tough conditions. I mean, Delaware Valley doesn't even have a press box, but we made it work, so that was what was really fun. It was a fun time doing all that stuff, and I had a blast, and the experience it worked out. And then I got the NFL Films internship, and then I shared a great summer with a lot of other creative people from Rice University, from Maryland, from Florida State, from Alabama, like all these kids, and I was from Delaware Valley University, so that made me feel really good that I was there. And I got so much experience, so much knowledge from those people, networked with so many people, and it was just a good environment to be in. And I got to learn a lot about video editing, and that's how I got my experience for working in the UFC. So some tips that I would like to give out to anybody that wants to get into this industry: I highly suggest reaching out to as many people as you can to get to where you want to be. It's about networking, and it's not about so much about can I work, like asking people like for, I don't know, a job. It's not so much, hey, like, I know you work here, it's always been my dream to work here, can you give me a job, kind of thing. It's more of like, I really love what you do, I want to work with you, I'd love to know about what you do, learning about the people, not so much as, can I get the job? It's more of like, is there any opportunities available? Because I love what you do, and I want to learn more about it. So that's more about what it is to get in the internship, and then getting the job is like a completely different demon. But getting those internships is what's going to get you a job. And I think that's definitely why I'm here today. And I'm just super grateful for all the opportunities I was given at Reading, Delaware Valley, all the people that I got to meet at NFL Films, all the experience I got at NFL Films, and especially from the roots with Chris Elliott and Brad Vangeli at Delaware Valley University. I wouldn't be here without them. Those people that really built the core for me to get here. So yeah, I'm really thankful for everything that I was given in that year from 2022 to 2023. I mean, I didn't think I would be here today. So, and when I say that, I'm genuinely mean that. I don't think I would be here if I stayed on the same path playing baseball, and I don't know, maybe even doing real estate. I mean, I didn't think I'd be here today, but I'm very thankful that I got here. I got to experience this, even NFL Films. So happy I got to be there, and I'm really looking forward to the next opportunities to come. Not only with the UFC, but with other opportunities. There's always new things to come. There's always something else. So, and you never know what it's going to be. I mean, some people I know from NFL Films, they started out working the mailroom, and then they ended up being a video editor for NFL Films. It's like, you never know what can happen. Promotions, new jobs, whatever it is. You never know what can happen. There's so many opportunities. So if you feel the doubt of getting into sports at all, just try as hard as you can, just as much as if you would try practicing sports and being an athlete. you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it. So I highly suggest you guys reach out to me on DMs, comment. If you guys have any questions, if you want to meet with me, anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'm on Instagram, TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. Message me on LinkedIn if you're not already. If you want to learn more about the UFC, if you want to learn more about how to get into sports, if you want to learn more how to get into just editing better, if you want to learn more about editing, reach out to me. I'm more than welcome to help other people and to put people on the path to wherever they want to be. And I help as much as I can. I'm still learning, so, and everything's going to be a learning process. It's only up from here. So thank you so much for watching The Path. Looking forward to episode 4. See you guys next episode.